Hi everyone, it's Migs here again, and today I'm going to show you how to create your own personal preference mod. This is the first part in this new series, which I'm very excited about. It's called Modding for Beginners, Creating Your Own Mod. In this one we're going to explore how to set up the base folder for extraction. Alright, without further ado, let's start with creating the base folder. This is where all good things begin in the modding world, so right click on your desktop, say new and say folder. There you're going to have one. We're going to call it base. Base folder, yes. Base, enter. Right, now inside base folder, let's open it up. First thing we need to do, we will start with the SCS Extractor. Okay, this is a vital tool for extracting the bin files installation location. First thing we're going to do, let's copy this into the base folder, right? Copy here. Now we've got a copy of that. Next thing I want you to do is to go to your gaming location where your Euro truck is installed. So it would be either in your C drive, your program files. So you'd open up your C drive and you scroll down to where it says Euro Truck Simulator. You can see your files here. The ones we are looking for is base SCS and def SCS. Right, so to click them, you click base SCS, you hold down Control key, and you press click on def. Now you've got these highlighted. You can right click and drag them into the folder. You can right click and copy here. Right, that will take a second. As you can see, it's almost done, and there we go. All right, now we've got them copied into the base folder. Next step you got to do, this is very simple, is basically left click the first SCS folder. If you double click it, you'll see it's not. You will get this error. This archive is either in unknown format or damaged. Right? Don't worry about that. That's why we've got the SCS Extractor. That tool is designed to extract everything that's in the def file. So I'm just going to move it over here. I don't need this one anymore, so I'm going to close it. All right, so what we have the def file. To extract it, you basically left click and drag it into SCS Extractor, let go, and you'll see this black screen pops up. You have to let the screen run. It will look like it's frozen. Just let it run until it switches off by itself. That is key to this. As you can see, that window has closed, which means our def folder or our def file has been extracted. And those are the two folders that have opened up from the def file. And this is the key one right here. Okay, so this is how you extract the def file. With base, we do exactly the same. Move it over into Extractor with the left click on your mouse and drag it into Extractor. Open with SCS Extractor, let go. Again, black screen pops up and you have to this one will take a bit longer. So just let it run. Don't think it's frozen, whatever. Just let it run and you will see, once it's done, the window will close by itself. And there you go. As you can see, the window is closed and we are ready to go. First thing, I just want to tidy this up. So I'm going to remove these three out of here. The next thing we're going to do, I'm going to close this now and I'm going to create a new folder. Right. Now what we have to do, we have now to create the basis for your mod. So to create the basis for your mod, we again right click and we're going to create a new folder. And I want you to name this folder whatever you want your mod to be called. So personal choices or no limits, or you can call it whatever you like. For the sake of getting this video going, we're going to call this my mods. My underscore mods. Okay. Enter. Let's open this folder up now. As you can see, it is empty. There are four main things that make up a mod. It's your folder structure. Then you have a description of your mod. Then you'll have a manifest file, which will be the directory for the game to recognize it as a mod. And then you'll have a picture that will display in your mod manager so you can recognize your mod. Right, so what we're going to do now is to create all those. Right, so the first thing we need to create is the description for the mod. In your folder, right click and say new, and we're going to look for a text document. This text document, you're going to call it description, and description all in lowercase. Okay guys, once you've typed in your the name for your text file, what we need to do is to open it. So double clicking it will open up in Notepad. You'll notice it's not the Notepad++ editor. This is just your normal text Notepad. Right. In here, we've got to then give a description of what your mod's going to be. So what you'd like it to have, and you click on that info. It gives you a description of what mod does, what you can expect from the mod. So this is where you would then describe what your mod is about. Okay, for the sake or for the purpose of this video, we are going to focus on AI behavior and certain aspects of the game. So let's focus on those things. First thing I want to add in here is AI spawn and speed. Okay, so you can type in there, default AI spawn and speed. Next thing we're going to look at truck handling physics. So we're going to tweak the physics of the truck. Name it whatever you like, because I'm going to show you how to tweak the engine a little bit, maybe play with the gears, get the ratios a bit different. Next thing we're going to look at in these videos, let's consider something about the environment. When you're now, what about toll gates? Toll gate auto barriers. So instead of stopping at every toll gate, you want to make it like an auto toll system. Let's put that in there as well. And then what else can we add? Let's put in speed limit adjustment. Okay, that will change the speed limits on all country roads, all city roads, all rural roads, all that. Okay, you can adjust it according to what you feel you need to adjust it to. And then another one we can add there is maybe traffic volume and density. I think that's a good one. Spawn ratio, different times of day, peak traffic, patience, safety, all that, you know. Once you've done all that, file, save, and that is done. Okay, we can now close this Notepad editor. The next thing we're going to look at is the manifest file. Well, I'm going to show you the easiest way to do it. Basically, go into where your Euro truck is located in your documents folder. Go to your Euro truck. In your mod folder, click on that, and then select a mod. Let's get a simple one. You open up your mod file. It will open up in WinRAR. In WinRAR, you'll see there's the folder structure, def, manifest. So let's take this manifest file, left click and drag it onto the desktop. So it will make a copy. You can see it's popped up over there. Let's open up this manifest file. That's been opened. I can close that now. As you can see here, this is the structure of the manifest file. Basically, mod package is the package name. Okay. Package version, that can be version 1. Let's just make this version 1. Okay. Display name is going to be called, remember we called it my mods? So you have to change that now. You've got to make it exactly the same. So you say my underscore mods. And you'll notice there's a hash before display. Okay, hash or // always blocks out that line. So if you have any attributes preceded by a hash or by a // that attribute will not be calculated. It will be there just for reference purposes in your code. All right, so remember that. So this is going to be called my mods. The author you can change to your name, whoever. So I'm going to make it XXX. So Mr. X is making this mod. Category, you don't know what category this is because you've got a variety of things that you're changing in this mod. So you can put it to other. Okay, that will not be a issue. And then there's another one here, the icon that's going to be used for this. You have to go on to, or you have to design yourself a little icon, like a thumbnail, where you can put this, add this to your mod so that when you get into the mod manager, you know which mod is yours. All right. It is very important to use the name of the image that you're using has to be the same name as your mod. If you do decide to change it, remember that this also has then to change in your manifest file. Okay. Remember icon. Mine says nice economy. It's a JPEG, you can see. What I've done is I've actually gone onto the net and I've picked up a little image. I'm going to open it up so you can see what I've done. I've called it my mods. I've basically just designed this in Paint. Very simple, very easy. Created a few layers, smacked everything together, and that's the icon that I came up with, right? The image size of this is 276 by 162. That's the pixel size. That's what you need for the thumbnail to work. So once you got that, that is the image I'm going to use for the purpose of this video. You can see here it is. I'm going to change that name to my mods. So my underscore mods. That's going to be the name of this image. Okay, so that's my mods. If I want to, I just click on that, Control C to copy. Come here, double click that, Control V to paste. And there you go, my mods is done. Okay, and the description file is not mod description, it's just description. As you can see, we've created, it's just called description. So let's just change that and go back to description.txt. Okay, once you've done that, your manifest file is ready to go. It's that simple. All right, so again, just your package version, because you're creating for the first time, so it will be version 1. Display name will be my mods. The author, let's call this Mr. Modder. Don't know if it could get more cheesy, but okay, that's what it is. Category will be other, and then icon mymods.jpg, as you can see from that image over there that we've created. And then description file will be description.txt, which is this one over here. Once you've done with all of that, save the file. Now you can close all this, go back to your manifest file, right click and drag it into your folder, to your mod folder, and say move here. Now you've got description, you've got manifest. All you now need is my mods image. Move here. There you go. We're halfway there. So basically, this is the folder structure that we will need to create the opening sequence of your mods. The only other thing now we need is to create your dev folder. So right click in there, new folder, and let's call it dev. Remember, it's very important to maintain the upper lowercase. I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to open up the base. As you can see, dev, there's the dev folder. They must be identical. If they're not identical, the game won't recognize the folder, and everything you do will be irrelevant. Okay. The next step is to get into your dev folder, and now you see, obviously it's empty, but if you go in here, and a quick tip, it's good to have your base folder open while you're doing this, because you can always see the folder structure that needs to be followed. So if I double click on dev, I've got all these folders and files available here. But you're going to have to tune into the next video, because that's where we discuss all these files and folders in detail. In particular, we're going to focus on the AI speed with the relevant, like we discussed from the description file, the AI spawn and speed. So we'll be tackling two specific folders, one being the country and the other being the world. In the country folder, we'll tackle the speed limits file, and in the world folder, we'll be tackling the traffic rules file. These all have an impact on how the AI see speed limits and how they behave accordingly. So guys, hope to see you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and believe me, the next one's going to be very intuitive, and I know you're going to enjoy it a lot. So see you on the next one.